Welcome back to another episode of Confess It, Baby. And today, that's right.
That's right. Welcome back.
And today we actually have finally a guest because we've been solo for a few, but
we really enjoy being alone.
We do. We just talk too much though.
And what better way to bring a guest in than someone who is so special and, you know, a social media
him
creator,
up right now. Oh, and it's a him.
Trainer.
It's been a while, yeah.
We finally have a man on our podcast. Welcome to Confess It, Baby, Keemz.
Yo.
This is his first podcast, so.
This is his first ever podcast.
This is going to be interesting.
We're popping a cherry today.
So much trouble for you guys.
Oh, God. We're going to
We
get
like that,
canceled.
though. We like that.
We love that. Look, and let's just talk about his drip for a second.
I know.
The
pants are just like a little skeleton vibes going on.
It's just, you know, it's like amazing.
Very
Did you design that
stylish.
yourself?
Me? Soon.
Oh,
Soon.
so you're going to be a designer too?
It's coming.
Oh, so we're getting a little glimpse of what's coming.
This episode is brought to you by
Keemz.
Keemz, future designer.
Dreams Foundation, baby.
Oh my God, yeah, so we're going to talk about that. I have that on my
So
notes.
much to talk about.
But
with you.
let's start with a little bit about you. So you are fitness instructor, physical therapy. That's your background, kind of how it all started, and then we'll go into like content creation. But walk me through how your career started, basically.
Word. All right. So, growing up, like, through the college phases, right, everything was, like, doctorate physical therapy. Like, it was all catered towards that. It was probably up till my last year of my undergrad at FIU. I was finishing up, and all I needed was, like, an exit internship. Right? Like, I had all my hours to apply for my doctorate. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm not about to do another year of, like, physical therapy. Like, I have too many hours. I need something to stand out. So then I started interning with strength and conditioning at Florida National University. Shout out my Panthers. And it was a vibe, you know? Like, I loved it. I worked with athletes and eventually started working with them. And then from there, there was a lot of opportunity presented my way. So the next thing that led up was, it was summer of 2019, right? I just finished working with FIU. And I was going to apply for my doctorate of physical therapy, take that summer off, and get ready for the next fall. But then I got opportunity from my guy, TC, Thomas Carroll, from North Carolina. I worked with him for about a month, knew all his people, got a lot of recommendations. He gave me a call. He's like, hey, buddy. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, well, I got opportunity for you. I'm like, talk to me. You want to come to North Carolina? And I'm like, not really. He's like, well, I got an offer for you, got a job here, we'll pay your master's. Only thing is, you have to do this by next week.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
it was crazy.
You had to make a big decision.
Overnight, basically.
Overnight.
Facts. There's like so much things going on in my life that was just like, it took me a couple of days and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. We're gonna do it. So like I just applied for it, got all my applications in, sent it out. 2 weeks later, I'm in North Carolina, whatever I could fit in my car. And we're out here.
How big was your car?
Yo,
Not that big.
So wait, how long were you there for? And what exactly were you doing there? Like, what was your role?
I was there for 2 years. So I coached all the athletes from every sport. So basically strength and conditioning. So all collegiate athletes went my way. I took care of everything from football, basketball, tennis, golf. Man, it was everything. It was fun, though. It was intense. It was different. Like, talk about culture shock, right? Like, people come to Miami, and they get, like, the biggest culture shock. Like, I came out to North Carolina, and, like, the weirdest thing was, like, I was walking through the neighborhood. Like, people started saying hi to me, and I'm like...
Yeah,
yo.
they're so nice when you leave
like,
Florida.
why are you talking to me right now?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, these guys
Except New
know
York.
who I am. They're about to try to use me, try to get tickets, try to get close to the athletes. I'm just like, whatever, dude. But, I mean, it was a vibe. It was different. Like, it was something I definitely needed, but it was a lot.
And specify, like, go more into detail. What exactly is like strengthening and conditioning? Like, what in fitness? Like, what does that consist of?
So like you're part of these kids' like everyday lives. Like these kids are literally coming from high school into college, and you're just taking care of everything for them, right? So I mean, you see them more than their coaches, you see them more than their parents, you see them more than your friends. Like you see them literally every day. So I mean, their days are packed. Start off as probably like as early as 4 a.m. depending on the teams. You get in there, right? We start lifting. So you get an hour in there. Some go to lunch, some come back, some go to study hall. You got practices. You got weight rooms again. You got special needs for, let's say if they needed more stretching, more weight loss, more strengthening, more gain. You got film, you got practice, you got like very specific things for everyone. So like it was long days. Like it's something super intense. Like if you've never been in the athletic realm of stuff, like it's just a whole different field of things, man. Like you're literally there all day. Like my days would start really early, like 4 a.m., get in there, and with school and everything, I'll get out of there at 10 p.m. and that'll be like 6 days a week. Sundays would probably be like my most chill day. That'll be just right after game day, and we'll just get a quick lift in, a couple hours, and then you got the rest of the day for yourself. But the rest of those days were intense.
And those 2 years probably like, flew by for you because you were like working and doing
yeah,
so much.
And it was during COVID too.
Yeah, so that was the other part. So during COVID, I remember I came back to Miami. It was spring break, actually. I'm like, cool, I get to spend spring break with the fams, catch up with friends, whatever. And then, like, I went out, right? So I went fucking crazy. And
what does that mean?
Yeah, specify crazy, like what?
So, like, we're out here in the clubs. We're doing our things.
During COVID?
No, it was right before. This was literally the
before.
week into COVID.
Oh. Okay.
So
The clubs were still open.
The clubs were still open. This is where I forgot what it was called. It was where Mad Club is before. And whatever, like, we got, like, like my boys out there promoting. Shout out Lucho. So you never pay for anything. He got us like every bottle, which was a disaster because it's like when you make vodka with rum, with tequila, like you miss your flight the next day. You miss your flight the next day.
No.
Coach calls you. You think you're getting fired, but then he's like, "Hey, don't worry about coming back. There's this thing called COVID going around. You'll probably come back in about another week. That week turns into 6 months. In 6 months, you come back, and it's like a whole new field."
Wow.
Yeah, so Miami got extended for a long time.
Wow. So how did you go from kind of finalizing that opportunity that you had gotten to
moving back to Miami? Yeah.
So my contract was coming up like about a year after that, right? So during that time in Miami, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, this is Miami. Like, I'm just, like, young as hell, like, I'm, like, missing out the best parts. I'm thinking, like, future. I'm thinking, like, wow, dude, like, you just can't settle anywhere. Like, you can't get a home. You can't get a wife. You can't get a dog. Like, it's insane, right? So I'm like, nah, I need to start this. So, like, as my contract's ending, I'm, like, I'm getting offers from all these different schools, Fresno State, back at FIU, North Carolina, Texas A&M. And I'm like, man, I really have to think about this. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. Like, I'm coming back to Miami. And it was, like, a big decision because it's, like, I haven't been in Miami in, like, 2 years. So, like, I want to create my own gym. So I went down to Miami Strong. My guys were just opening it up. They literally just opened up, and they needed help with, like, coaching. So I'm like, cool, I'll take this opportunity, see how they're running their business, learn from them so I can open up my gym, and I'll help them out in the meantime, coach out there. So I just jumped into that, and I just realized, wow, like, owning a gym's, like, way too much. So, like, it's, like, owning a gym's, like, cool and all, but, like, it's not going to make you, like, bank like that either, So, like, I started doing my own thing, started creating programs for my athletes down here. So I got my off-season athletes here, college, professional, and I was realizing, like, wow, like, I really can't, like, have them all year long. So, like, I started going more into, like, the influencers, the business owners, the artists, celebrities, and that was way better, and that opened, like, so much doors. Like,
and how did you reach out to these people? Like, how? Like, sliding through the DMs? Like, how did you find these, like, clients?
Oh, everywhere. Like, we slid through DMs, we hit up our agents, we hit up, like, managers, like, whatever it was, like, I would freaking attack. And I'm like, dude, I was so used to, like, working all these, like, crazy hours. I'm like, yo, there's way too much time in the day to, like, be broke out here. So, like, starting from zero, I'm like, dude, this is easy. It's gonna be a rough year, which it was. It was a rough ass year. But once you got settled in, everything was like money. And like, it's just like, to me in Miami, like, it's really a choice to be broke out here. And like, if you don't got money, it's like, you don't want money because it's like just grind. There's opportunity everywhere.
Talking about grinding, you know, obviously you have the whole physical training aspect of your career, but you also do a lot of content creation at the gym and outside of the gym. How does that incorporate into your daily life?
That's awesome, actually. Like, I really love to get into it. So once I started, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be like such a game changer. Cause like, something people don't realize is like, let's say like you're training, right? You fill up all your time slots with as many people as you want. Like there's a cap for like growth there, right? Like you can only take on so many people. So like when it comes into influencing, it's like, dude, you can get paid for everything, just chilling. Like whatever you would do regularly, you just record your everyday life. So like as long as like you're, living an everyday life, fucking throw on a chain, throw on a trendy gendy, baby. Shop go, baby. Like,
wait. But do you pitch yourself or they reach out to you?
So that's how it started, right?
Okay.
The first ones were, I remember I came back to Miami and I just started creating content. It was just mostly like fitness stuff, a lot of different workouts, different tips, routines and stuff. And I got Bangs, they reached out and they're talking about doing a non-comp for like a year. And I'm like, damn, like Bang's a dope ass company, but non-compete, that's insane. Like,
What does that mean exactly? Explain it.
You can't work with other brands that
And
kind
you
of do the
weren't
same
getting paid.
thing.
that what?
Were you getting paid for though?
They would get, they would pay
you
me
would
for
still,
it.
yeah.
So you can't work with like companies like Red Bull or Celsius.
Exactly.
Okay.
Takes a sip of
And
sauce.
that's in a lot of
Sips on a Celsius.
no bang here. That's in a
Sorry.
lot of contracts. Like
Oh,
in media, in the
wow.
media world, you gotta sign non-compete.
So were you hesitant to accept that, or were you
Oh, no,
excited
quickly.
about it?
No. I was reading the hell out of that. Like I was gonna sign it so quick because I'm like, yo, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Lots of good money, but like I'm like, let me read this first.
Yeah.
And once I saw non-compete, I'm like, not for me.
I mean, it's hard because especially in the industry you're in, it's an energy drink. You never know if maybe you would have blown up overnight and received an even better
a
opportunity.
better opportunity, and then you're stuck.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Nah,
have that
So what'd you
non-compete.
do? What happened after?
So I just denied them. They're like cool with it. They're like, okay, well, if you ever change your mind, just reach back out. And I'm like, solid. So then C4 reached out and started doing stuff with them. They're like super cool if anything. Like they're very generous. Like they'll send you like thousands of cases.
Oh, wow.
Like they're awesome. Like I just started learning from that. Like I would shoot all the time, literally every day. Like learn how to shoot, learn how to edit, learn post-production.
You do it all yourself.
Everything.
On your phone or laptop or both, depending on the video.
Yeah, I mean, it starts changing. But, like, when it gets too much, like, I'll send it out, shout out Fiverr, and then, like, they'll just take care of everything.
He's just shouting everyone.
Shouting out
This is my coupon.
everyone who's helping.
Yeah, no, shout out everyone. But, yeah, no, like, sometimes it gets very overwhelming, like, you have a lot of content, like, it's just literally sitting on there and just need to get edited, right? So you just send it out and you pay a couple, like, $20, $30,
Yeah.
whatever.
Would you say that majority of your income is coming from content creation nowadays?
I would say they're about equal right now.
Equal.
Yeah.
Half and half.
Yeah. So like, I mean, honestly, I'm still thinking about it right now. Like, going full-time content creation would be dope, but it's just like, it's such a weird field, Like,
Yeah.
And what kind of like made you want to turn into more of a content creator, like going through that? Because I mean, there's a bunch of fitness people and trainers
and
online. Like,
influencers.
what made you get into that space?
I really don't know. Like, I just started doing it. I'm like, it was just like a lot more money, it's like very quick money, and it's like you get a lot of free stuff. It's like, so now you just, like, so in life, right, you can either make more money or spend less money, and then like doing content creation, you're doing both at the same time, right? So like, literally like half my apparel, half my jewelry, half food, drinks, like everything they ain't paid for, and they're paying me to like shop
Like your
them out.
sunglasses right now?
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to who?
trendy, gendy.
There we go.
Shop gold, all that. But yeah, no, it's awesome. Like, I just really liked it. But I mean, it's something different, Like, I don't know. Like, I always think about it. Like, LA is like probably the biggest place you can go to for all this
Yeah.
content
Yeah.
creation. But like, I know a lot of people out there, and it's like different. It's very different.
Different, but how? How different,
It's like-
LA?
Real different. Like, it's
But like in what sense? Like money wise, or like what's put out there
no,
as
definitely.
content? Like,
Money, like, you'll definitely grow out there. It's just like, it's a lot of fakeness out there. It's just like, it's not a good place to be mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
have to be mentally strong to live there.
even then, bro, it's like you're just around all this every day, all day. And bro, like, Miami's freaking overstimulating. LA is just like so different. But I mean, shout out to everyone doing it, but like, I don't think I could do it fully like that. Like, I mean, there's a lot of talks down here, but like a little content house coming soon down here.
you know, Content house.
Well, content house coming soon.
So you're done. You're
Wait,
done
wait.
with the whole gym thing.
I've heard of these content houses in LA, a lot of them in the TikTok houses, but I've never heard like anyone come
Bring
up with
it up.
this concept in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot down here. They just fell really quickly, but talks.
That is crazy. I can't imagine that. So, okay, so for the most part now, you handle all your business. Like, you don't have an agent or anyone like to pick your partnerships with brands or anything. Like, it's you directly one-on-one.
Yeah, there's people like indirectly they'll throw stuff at me, or like, let's say a lot of my clients like they own all their businesses, so like they'll shoot me some of their stuff. They're like, yo, I like the way you do your UGCs. Can I get some here? Yada yada. They'll refer me to their other people. So it's like it's a lot of word of mouth too. It's like who you know nowadays too.
Okay.
So that's awesome.
What's the most you've ever been paid for like a video, UGC?
Like a post.
Yeah.
Like one video, probably.
Yeah.
What's that, like 600?
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Solid. And it's
Solid.
easy. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
no.
that takes, like, what? Like, an hour of your day putting it together?
I mean, he does
like,
a little bit of everything. He does like
Yeah.
skincare routines, the jewelry,
Which ones are your favorite ones to do? Like, what category?
and why.
And why? 'Cause it's abroad.
I don't know, dude. It's a lot of different stuff.
Because
Like,
you do a lot of skits, too. Like, you do
Yeah.
different things.
I don't know. Skits are fun, but skits take forever. Like,
You gotta
Is
learn
it
the line.
like actually recording them or like coming up with the concepts behind it?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes it's either or, but I mean, there's so much things out there now, like AI, like ChatGPT will literally create like everything, your hooks, your skits, like everything, your edits. But I don't know, like the skits are fun. Skits are always fun. The collabs are always fun. I like being shirtless, so like anything shirtless is always a vibe.
We know, Keemz.
For the people.
For the people.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that I like fashion. Fashion's my thing. So like anything with like some new drip, like I'm always for it.
Do you ever see yourself becoming a designer or like a serious thing?
So Dreams Foundation coming soon.
So what is that?
Yeah, so tell us, I saw it on the bio
Yeah,
that
I've been-
Eli sent me. So tell us a little bit about the foundation.
So the foundation's always been there, but it kind of got solidified, was it like about 2 years ago? So like, I mean, I don't know, I've always been someone to give back. Like I grew up like in a household full of women, and like, shout out my mom, shout out my sisters, like we just always, like we were taught just to always give back. So, I mean, during any hurricanes, like I would always like create some type of like toy can dries, just send out. I think that'll be the first one. I would always volunteer, be a part of stuff. So then, like when I came back, I'm like, time to kick this up, right? So like I created Dreams Foundation. I got it tatted on my neck. I don't even know what side it is anymore. This tattoo is somewhere.
I think it's on that side.
Might be this side. I always mess it up. But I mean, Dreams Foundation really started off as a foundation to help anyone that's at risk. So I think our first one officially when we launched was with the Bryce Gowdy Foundation. Bryce Gowdy actually played football down here. He was with Deerfield Beach, great kid. It was a suicide that he had committed, and so I started working with his mom in order to get back, and that was like, it always touches home, you know, especially when it comes to athletes and especially mental health, to give back. So that was the first one we did. Then we did a lot for the Puerto Rico hurricane. We did toy drives every year. We did our second one last year. And it just keeps growing, you know. We get a bunch of different sponsorships every year. We start expanding. A lot of people start coming in to help. So it's just really just to give back to the people. So we're going to launch last month a little brand coming out. But we're about to kick it off again.
Coming soon.
And
This summer, this fall, what are we looking at?
Next couple months.
Okay, next
hopefully
couple
next
months.
month.
Okay.
Okay.
We got the designs. We're just looking at our people. We're looking at our people to get it launched.
Okay, well, we're open for partnerships all the time.
Yeah, collabs, little skins, you know.
Is your camera still rolling? Just making sure. Is it red?
Well, we're still ready.
Okay, good. Just making
So
sure.
I think I want to shift now a little bit because I've known you for a few months now, And you've grown on me, like your social media presence and you as a person, and you have a very distinct personality. Every room you walk into, you shine. Have you always been this way?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you always had a lot of confidence?
Yeah, and you're just like a whole personality. So I want to know a little bit about you.
Yeah, and I have a follow-up question to that after you answer it.
I don't know. I've always been like me, and
I've always been me.
always been me. I don't know. I've always been different. I always felt like that was different.
That's good though. That's what makes you stand out.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably middle school. I'm like, yo, I'm hella different, dog. And I started really growing into it. Once I started listening to Kid Cudi, I'm I resonate a lot with Kid Cudi. I'm like, yo, this man's super different. This dude's stylish. This dude's a vibe. This dude smokes a lot. This dude shrooms a lot. This guy's me.
This guy's me.
So I don't know. I just kind of created the confidence, and it's kind of it was hidden because I'm I don't know who I am. Still figuring myself out, especially as a kid, and I'm super confused in life. I'm like, the fuck is life right now?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, yo, what is life? But
we all go through this moment.
Yeah,
what is life?
I feel that way right now.
Yeah.
What is life?
It happens.
it's nothing. It's everything and nothing at the same time.
Right.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I just became me fully recently in the last couple of years, I would say, and I love it.
And that's really amazing because I feel like a lot of people, especially influencers online, they portray this persona, but then you meet these people in person and they're like,
there's not much to them.
Yeah,
No
you're
substance.
not how you are online.
It makes you
it's
question
weird.
if you actually want to hang out with them or not.
Yeah. So getting the real you in person and being the same as in videos, it's cool. It's who you are. Would you say that's kind of the key of being a successful content creator?
Yeah, so I always say this, I'm like, yo, if you can literally live your life and then create an audience off of it, you're just literally just recording your life. That's it. I'm a full-time crackhead, and it's amazing.
I love that. We're taking notes. We're out here busting, making moves.
Yeah,
We're taking notes.
So besides the content creation, you've also had several appearances in music videos.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about those and how they came to be?
Yeah.
So shout out True Views.
Shout out.
Shout out
Yeah, I'm gonna start keeping track of the shout.
True
Write them down and DM all
Write
of
them
them.
down.
No, True Views is this Puerto Rican director. He's a freaking dog, yo. That dude's mind works differently. He's able to visualize everything and just create it. So someone connected me to him. I had no idea what this video was for, but got called up, went in, did hair and makeup, yada yada. And they started telling us the roles, and they kind of don't ever tell you exactly what it is, but True would be like, Papi, yeah, come here. And be like, bro, so you think that's a flow, play your role, yada yada. So you're this dude, right? Doesn't talk like they talk like a body.
Yeah.
And you're out here, man, and whatever, your ex went with some other dude, but he's not really feeling her. So she just starts thinking about you, and then pow, we'll cut to the scene. It'll be you, and she's all over you. And it kind of got weird at some point because then our toes started playing. Not me and True.
Really? Wait.
Me and the girl, we started recording toes and
At this point, did you know what song it was for?
Yeah, they'll play the
Okay.
songs and stuff. I just, they're unreleased.
Okay,
so
but tell me about this weird moment.
yeah, it was
I wanna
weird.
know.
So whatever, we recorded 10 scenes. This was one of the final scenes. We're in bed, whatever. We're under the sheets, whatever. We're doing our thing. We're not really doing our thing.
I know, I'm wait, do one thing.
We're really living that way. Yeah. So whatever, they lift up the sheets and the camera gets in there and he had this other dude there, the Spaniard director. I forgot his name. And he's like, oh man, this is the one. And he had the camera recording on it. So it was play it for toes. And I'm like, all right, you sure? Okay, let's do it then. It's okay, oh yeah, that's it, sexy. I'm hold the fuck up, man. Who's this fucking for?
It was a feet fetish director.
Yeah, that was different, But
Wait, what song was this for?
this was Anuel and Mambo King.
I'm gonna find the clip of the toe.
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in there.
Que se llamas?
Oh my
Soy
god.
mejor, algo así.
Soy mejor, algo así.
It's one of the latest ones towards
the one
KROG. Okay.
Yeah, do that shit at KROG.
And this was a paid gig?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you a Karol G fan or Anuel fan?
Yeah,
Yo,
Team
they're
Karol
both-
G.
They're both
Or
great.
Jailin, la. What is
La
it?
más
Mama
viral.
Viral.
I mean, I know that's body, but like.
Did you get to meet him while you were recording this?
Yeah,
Or?
he's different, man.
Wait, but explain different. How is he different?
Yo, he's just like, he's like me, man. Like he's different.
Ah, okay.
Makes
He's
sense.
like you.
He's
But
like
different.
you, but different.
But that's what makes him different. You feel me?
Makes a lot of sense.
Are we different?
You guys are different.
We're very different.
Are we just like boring?
Which is boring. as shit.
Nah, like he's cool. Like he's just like he's very him, like authentically, and like at all times. Like this dude just like.
Did you put 2 and 2 together when you heard the lyrics? Like, did you figure out it was about Karol G?
So like they're still like, that together that day. So this was I remember like we're in the rooms, we're doing makeup, we're in between breaks, and this dude's like on live, like revealing that they just broke up or whatever. And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, I remember this day when he was live.
And like he was just doing his thing, and like.
So you were there when he was.
Yeah, like he was in a different room, and we're like we had this motel rented out, and like he was in a different room. We're in a different room. He went live. I'm like falling asleep. Like the girl I'm with is like, yo, like he's live, yada yada, and I'm like, what the fuck he talking about right now? And like they had like he was like saying like they broke up or something like that.
Damn.
Interesting.
Vibes.
So you were part of history.
Yeah, you were there that moment.
I'm the reason they broke up.
I'm the reason they broke up. So wait, this girl that you did the music video with, are you guys still friends?
Was
what
this like a
that
random girl, like, or you knew her before?
Well, True knew her. I didn't know her.
Okay, so it's
But
just
yeah,
random.
nah.
And it wasn't weird, like the chemistry, like showing that chemistry.
Yeah,
in front
how
of a
is that?
camera?
Like, yeah,
Natural.
So you liked her?
I'm
He's
different.
different.
Yo, let's give me the quote of the episode.
definition
I'm
of different
different.
Nah, she's just like, she did her thing, I did my thing, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, it just
Acting.
flows.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
That's
acting
just
under the
acting.
sheet.
I mean, he does skits for
Kind of
like,
like a porno,
UGC.
but like not really.
Huh?
Like a porno, but not really.
Different.
Different. It's more of an acting skit vibe. And what other music videos have you been in?
Did Ozuna's video. It's like a little extra, like I'm just judging the fuck out of him. Like,
Well, I saw that little clip and you were like on the
yeah,
back.
Like I'm just literally, like it's just like they're walking down the runway and like you're just getting judged by like a bunch of designers. So like,
So you were a designer in the
I was
music
a
video.
designer in real
And
life.
you got this gig through, again, someone that
Shout
you
out
knew.
True.
Shout
Okay,
out True.
so it's never like they've slid on your DM like a casting call. No, it's
Nah,
more like
always
who you know.
Yeah, a lot of it, and anything honestly in Miami is like who you know. Like you can literally do anything in Miami.
I was about to say that in Miami, is it just really about who you know?
Literally, well, I think everywhere, but like especially
Miami.
Miami, I feel like you can just like turn up in one day, like find somebody, and like your life changes forever. Like your life can literally change.
And I feel like
Where
a
can
lot
we
more.
look?
I don't know. True.
Shout out True.
Shout out to
We're gonna have to reach out to him.
Nah, but like it,
Try to
like
get that
literally, like I always say this. Like this is like why I'm. Like anytime I go out, it's literally to network. Like I'll talk to everybody, and it's just like I feel like everybody can change your life.
I feel
Yeah.
like you don't even have to approach people. People want to approach you.
Exactly, because I feel like that depends too on who you are. Like if you're a person that attracts that good vibes and good
Yeah.
energy, you'll have people automatically go to you. Others sometimes have to like start the convo, and I'm not one to start. I feel like they have to come to me.
Have you seen him dance?
No,
He's great.
It's great.
really.
Yeah. Like,
But I mean, if we're talking about networking, he's not
yeah,
gonna
but
start
okay,
busting
but think,
a move.
think about it. Think about it.
Think
You're
about
out and about at like some big networking event, and then you see Keemz dripped out with his dance moves. I'd want to go like network with him. And
But he's gonna be like dancing by himself. Like
that's what he does,
He's a
right?
vibe.
oh, it's
Yeah.
just.
I have this
We're
one
gonna have
memory.
to him do a little demo.
One of my favorite memories with Keemz, not that we have a lot, I'm sure we will, but it was at Dirty Rabbit, and it was just 3 of us, and I turn around and I just see him looking at himself in the mirror dancing. But like extreme, like the
He's a
music,
vibe.
you could see and feel the
Wait, what
music
mirror?
flowing through him. The one next to the bar, like that's
Yeah, it's a nice mirror.
when you walk in through the main entrance.
Okay.
There's a huge mirror.
Oh, in the entrance before
Yeah.
you go in through the little curtains to the inside, right?
I'm so confused right now. It's like when you go to the inside area, there's 2 bars, right? Like the main one and then a small one. It's right by the small one, and there's like a bunch of candles. Is there a piano there too?
I think there is a piano there.
Yeah.
Because I tried playing it.
This guy was just dancing there for straight up 30 minutes, just feeling the music.
It was
And
dope,
people
too.
Feeling the
stand and
music.
watch. They watch. He's good.
They're probably like, is this a performer?
You honestly come off as a performer. If I didn't know you, like I'd assume you're a professional dancer.
A worker.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the working out helps because you're very like flexible with it.
And what would you say is your like craziest Miami memory or like story?
Man.
I mean, you live in a very distinct area by the river, which is always popping. Like Kiki's there. What's that other spice place?
Sea Spice.
Are you always out and about in that area, or,
I
or
try
what?
to avoid that. I try to
Why? Why are you trying to avoid that?
I try to avoid going out in general. You know.
Why?
It's just like.
You're single. You gotta hit the streets. So why?
Oh, chill. Nah. Like I just like doing my own thing, but like very privately. Like I don't know. The craziest Miami moment.
Craziest Miami story or like weirdest one, like
I feel like every time I go out, it's fucking
weird.
Yeah. Like people just like bro, I feel like people just approach you and just like say the weirdest shit.
But like what? Do you
know.
get recognized in public? Like do you get recognized
In
from people
public?
like from people that follow you on Instagram, or do they say like, oh, you look familiar, like something like that?
Yeah, but I feel like that's a fucking line that
It's just
everyone
like a
likes to
line.
lose.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I'm
I
like,
get
you
that a
don't-
lot, and now I've started to say no. You don't know me. Like I've seen you
I don't
before.
live
I'm
here.
like, no, I don't think
I'm
so.
not from here.
Like I have those faces, but it's not. You
Yeah,
never
no,
seen
like
me.
sometimes I don't like being approached at all because I feel like it's aggressive. I'm like, I start feeling like, damn, that's how females feel. Like it's intense.
No, yeah, it could get intense out there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're always taught. Most girls are always like, "Oh, guys are intense," but girls can be just as intense too.
Yeah.
You
Yo,
know?
word. Girls are really intense.
Tell me about an intense story.
Yeah,
We
tell us
want to
an
hear
intense
story,
story.
Keemz.
All right.
Ew, it's
We're
called
pulling-
confess
we're
it,
pulling
baby. It's
strings
called
here.
confess it, baby.
Confess
It's time
it.
to confess
Let's
it.
see. All right.
You have time to
Remember
think about
Boogies?
Boogies?
I've never been to
In by
Boogies.
Sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've
you've
been?
never been to Boogies?
I've never been to
Oh,
Boogies.
I used to love going
Boogies
there.
was weird. I mean, I was hella underage that time, I remember. Like, I used to use my friend's ID and look nothing like me. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I was probably like, I don't know, maybe like 18, 19. And we're in there, whatever, we're vibing. And what's that song? Keep your girl in my Tommy box. Something like that, right? How's it go?
I don't know.
I need more.
I need more. What's the next verse of my life?
The ASAP Ferg song. Tommy Boxer one. Yo, I need you to Google this.
AI. Tell us.
Google it.
ASAP Ferg, Tommy Boxes.
Google that shit.
Because
Play
it's
the
important. Yeah, so I played that. It said, keep your girl's head in my Tommy boxes, right? And I was wearing my Tommies that day. I'll be shirtless as always.
At Boogies?
I beg, bro. Anyone that knows Chemo is like, Chemo can get shirtless anywhere. I'm good. Like, nobody will tell me anything. So whatever, like we were out there and the song "Keep Your Girl," and like, everyone's in the vibe, you know, hands in the air. Keep your girl in my Tommy boxes. Shorty, right, said, "I'm gonna keep my hand in your Tommy boxer," and I felt violated, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? And I was like in such awe. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck? Like it was just such a weird moment. 'cause, like,
Wait, but she said it or she actually
no, she
grabbed you?
did. I mean, she did both.
She
I
did
guess, yeah.
both.
And this is a
Yo,
random
for sure
girl.
Random.
for sure you got violated.
Yo,
that
my
day.
boy was next to me. I'm like, bro.
That's sexual.
What'd
sexual
you do?
battery.
What'd you tell her?
I did. I'm shocked. Like I'm telling you, females are bold out here, and like I was like next time I go out, gotta be a little protected. Keep
I'm
your
not
shit
where
on.
your Tommy's.
A little
Or a
protected.
belt.
Yeah,
Yo,
no,
so
it
you
was
get
different.
do you get violated a lot outside in the world?
Yes, no, it's weird. It's fucking weird.
Damn.
Life is weird out there.
So
Go.
I have to ask
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're you know, obviously you post on your stories and you always post these funny memes about dating in Miami. You brought this situation up. Have you had any serious relationship with any Miami girl, or like what is the dating scene like for you?
And how was it in North Carolina too? Or
Yeah.
were you too busy with work?
Man, nah, so it was all right. So
It was different.
So I mean, just being like young and that feels already like you're dealing with like a bunch of hormonal like college girls.
Yeah.
Like you always got like the weirdest thing. Like I remember FIU was so it's like my first year there. Like there was this one shorty. I forgot where she's from.
Shorty.
Shorty.
I love that.
She's
I'm
like
like, are they actually short or you just call it
she's
shorty?
not from here. Obviously, she was from one of those places.
AKA up north.
Facts.
White. Okay.
Exactly. So
Okay.
like whatever, like she's being friendly. I'm thinking, okay, cool. We're all cool here. We're all vibing. And then, like, a little flirty. I'm like, all right, you got to watch yourself. Like, this is bad for everyone. And then, like, she quits the team. And I'm like...
Oh, so she's an athlete.
She's an athlete, yeah. And, like, this is, like, my first year there. So I'm, like, probably, like, what, 19, maybe? 20? Somewhere around there. And, whatever. Like, I'm with one of the strength coaches. And he's like, we're saying, like, next to each other. It's funny as hell. Like, we're coaching. And he's like, blank, left a note for you.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, huh? He's like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I was mad confused. And then, like, whatever, this note was crazy. Like, this note was basically her confessing, like, her love for me.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. And it was like, I can no longer be with the team. It's not best for me. Yada, yada. But here's my Instagram. Follow me. And I'm like...
Did you follow her?
Yeah, did you follow her? What
check the
happened
page,
after?
but... Nah, I couldn't. Like, it's weird, you know? Like, a lot of that happens. And it's like... It's hormonal. Like, a lot of females are hormonal, especially, like, coming into, like, college. And, like, it's different. So, like, you had to keep an eye out for that, too, you know? And then, whatever, there wasn't a lot of dating in North Carolina. There was no time at all. It was crazy. Like, I didn't even go out when I was in North Carolina. Like, the most I did was, like, probably the first week I got there when I was, like, onboarding onto the team was, like, check out Duke. And then, like, whatever, it's a big-ass, like, athletic scene out there. So I went to a lot of games. But nah, I didn't really do much out there. Miami's crazy, you know.
Elaborate on that, please, because I want to get like a man's perspective, like a male perspective on this. Because for girls it's hard, so I want to know. I mean, I've heard for guys is as hard, but like in what sense?
Nah, like I'm a lover. Like I'm all about the love, but like I feel like everyone in Miami's hurt. Like everyone in Miami is freaking hurt. So if
You
you're
consider yourself a hopeless romantic?
Yeah, like I love, you know. Like shout out the shirts. But yeah, like I feel like a lot of the people in Miami are like either healing or neglecting their healing, and this is like no one's ready out here.
Yeah, or just going through some sort of toxic
Yeah,
relationship or breakup.
And I'm like, yo, you guys are crazy out here. And like it's crazy because they'll blame you for everything. And I'm just like, yo, like I'm vibing.
You're just different.
I'm different. Like you just don't understand me. No, but it's cool down here. Like I like to get to know people out here, you know? Like I like people's stories. I like to see how people think, people's beliefs. Just having a good conversation. Like I'm all with that, you know? But it's like I think people in Miami aren't ready for a lot, you know?
How would you describe your perfect girl?
The perfect girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
or your ideal one?
I don't think there'll be one, you know? Like you just to me it's like you
Wait, hold up. I need like a sound effect for that. Hold up. I forgot which one is which. Hold up. Dun, dun, dun. You know which I'm trying to think about, right?
Yeah.
Is it this one? Hold up. No, not this. There's one that goes dun dun.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
Nah, it's like I don't know, like I feel like whoever you love, you'll always love fully, like with whatever they come with. Like I think that's what people confuse themselves with. Like people are so like locked in onto like this ideal person, like following all these things, but like there's always gonna be people like that you love fully and you accept them for who they are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people aren't ready for that. Like
Compromise.
yeah, like it's who they are. You can't change them. You can't mold them. Like you just gotta love them for who they are. You know, it's like that's the way life is. Like you don't bring people into your life and then like put them in a position where you want them. You know, like then they'll never grow. You know, and like they're trapped in whatever placement you put them in. You know, and like they'll just feel trapped forever. And like I feel like that's what a lot of people do because like I love them. You know, so like I'll do this for them or like I'll come like nah, do your thing. You know, just like. Respect boundaries, like treat people right, and like life got you, you know.
Have you ever been in love?
I feel like I've been in love a lot of times, you know.
But has been like real love,
like relationship,
like felt like that was the one.
I feel like anyone I'm with is the one, you know. Like,
even the girl
for sure,
that
the hopeless romantic.
Yeah, she was the one. If she didn't do that. Nah, it's like I don't know. Like I fall for everyone. Like to me, it's like I love hearing people's stories. Like I just like. I guess I'm just like an empathetic person. Like I'm like, damn, like you deserve the most. You deserve the best. And like, I guess it's like coming from like a house full of women, like you just want to give everyone the best things they've ever had, you know? So like I'm just always there like giving them me and I think what people struggle with too is like loving themselves to that point. Cuz you know what I hate? I hate it. I hate when people like stop you from loving yourself. Like to me it's like how will I love you fully if I can never love myself fully?
Yeah.
So like when people like tell you like, bro, like you're so into yourself, like you love yourself too much, it's like, all right, but would you ever stop me if I love you too much, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I'm gonna hype you up to like the top portion, but I'm not gonna hype myself up. Like that's crazy. You know?
You gotta hype each
When
other
that's not
up.
the right person then.
Yeah. Like people love to bring you down because they're not at that position yet, you know? Like like I'm old. Like I hype people up all the time. Like that's my vibe. Like people should always feel like their absolute best, and like it just depends what energy you're around, you know.
And that's happened to you before, where like a
Bro,
girl has told you.
everyone.
Really?
Yeah. Like people like I don't know if it's like their tactic to like try to keep you somewhere. Like I remember people literally tell me like I remember this one girl I dated. She was like, "There's a million of you out there. You're nothing special." I'm like, damn, I am special.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Special?
Yeah. Like I literally felt like I'm special.
How serious were you guys when she told you this?
Bro, like 2 years in tops. Yeah.
If she thought that, there's better people out there than you, then for sure, in her eyes, you weren't the one.
Yeah.
Because if not, you don't say something like that.
Did it end right there and then?
Soon. Yeah.
Soon after.
Soon after that.
He had to process information that he just like heard.
Yeah.
And then after.
So you
She
have
ain't
been in serious long relationships
Not
before.
for sure. Like I think there's been like what is it about like two that have been like about 2 years, and then there's been like flings, but the flings will be like couple months. But like yeah, 2 years probably max. I feel like that's the expiration.
What's it looking like right now for you?
Keemz is just like trying to make life good, you know, like
He's alone?
Are you on the dating apps?
they pay me. Yeah, no, I work with a lot of dating apps, so like you always see me on there.
Which ones have you worked with?
Yeah, have any been like successful for you? Like you've met,
Oh no,
even
like,
if
I
a
won't
fling.
use them. Like I'll put them.
Oh, you would just like
He just works for them.
You work for them, but don't actually use it.
No, it's weird.
False
like I remember
advertisement,
people would
man.
always when I would always come up with them, they'll be like, "Yo, the app has beautiful people, bro. Like you gotta put me down. Like it's like that." Bro, I don't fucking know.
I'm not on it.
I'm just
getting
False
advertisement.
advertisement, bro.
That's like you see all the Tinder ads around town. At least in New York, I saw a bunch of them, and I'm
Really?
like, they pick such beautiful people for those ads. And then, I mean, I haven't been on the app in like a year, but when I was on the app, I lasted maybe like 2 days because there was no one. It was just all the creeps.
Yeah, it would just swipe.
yeah,
That
it
happened
was
to
just-
me with Bumble.
And a lot of
Ugh.
bots. Yeah, Bumble. All the dating apps. I mean, maybe it's just the city we live in.
I don't know. Hinge, I feel, is like the most
Miami, though.
realistic one.
Yeah.
But everything
I
else
feel like
was...
Miami has a lot of beautiful people. I mean, they're probably not on the apps, but like they're outside.
Yeah, I feel like the beautiful people are not on the app. They don't need to be.
They don't need to be because they could just
Go out and
go
network.
out and, their definition of a network, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They can just go out and meet you at Boogies.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Did you go back to Boogies after that?
I think Boogie's like closed.
But like
No,
after that
no, they
incident,
opened. They're still open.
yeah,
They're
I
still
think I've
open,
heard
yeah.
they're still open.
I mean,
We should
not
go
because
celebrate.
of that. Yeah. Like I'm looking for her. Nah, like it's I haven't been back since.
Imagine someone comments on the videos like, that was me.
That was me. Oh my gosh. Keemz, I found you.
Blocked.
Or it leaves you a
Blocked.
note like that one athlete.
Oh my God, wait. So I want to know, like, do you get a lot of like thirsty girls on your DMs?
Oh.
I mean, they're there. I mean, I
They're
feel like
there.
I feel like girls and guys are just on everyone's DMs. So
What?
I feel like I'm not on people's
Wait, what is that?
DMs. Like I
What?
don't slide
Like
through
drugs?
DMs.
no,
No,
like people just
DMs.
slide in everyone's
Oh,
DMs.
like
DMs.
desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people are weird. Like DMs are a very bold place to be in. you
What's
know?
the weirdest DM you've ever gotten?
weirdest?
Weirdest. You can pull it up. We had Carlos do this. It was the funniest
Yeah,
thing.
with one of his fans.
Oh. Like I mean, there's always been like the fucking you like the threesome invite, which is like okay. That's always like a weird
Really?
one.
Like that?
Yeah, it's like
Without even knowing you?
bro, people are bold.
People
like,
are bold, yeah.
Like the DMs are weird.
I don't get those.
I'll send them your way.
I've gotten them in person, but I haven't
Please
gotten
don't.
it.
Yeah, no, it's different out there, but I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like sometimes people are friendly too, and like people don't realize that.
Do you get that from guys too?
Oh hell, yeah. I think I feel like more guys sometimes. Like depends on the
Really?
season. Yeah, I think guys are more savage than women. Because guys will never stop at all. Like, you can tell me, yo, chill. They were like, nah. Like, guys are just fucking savage. I feel like they're just more comfortable with, like, their same sex. Like, they're just like, fuck it, you're my dog.
There's
now.
nothing to lose.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
But, like, I always, like, at first, it's always like, yo, appreciate you, man, you know? And then it's kind of like, okay, and now it's getting a little weird, and then they get a little too...
deeper.
Bro, like, people say the weirdest shit on
But
there.
tell me what's the weirdest thing.
You're saying so much
Tell
with
me,
so little.
yeah, you're like giving us a sprinkle of the
You're so
top.
mysterious.
Confess
Why?
it.
I love being
Confess it.
mysterious.
He loves
Confess
being
it. Tell us like
mysterious.
one really weird one that you're like, what the hell?
Ah, fuck.
There has to be some, man.
There's a lot. It's like, I guess I just block myself out from, like, ever remembering anything.
You know that episode of
If it's traumatizing, I can block it out.
you know that episode of SpongeBob where he forgets his name and then in his
Yeah.
brain they're just like running around and everything is on fire because he can't remember.
You
I
always
feel like
refer
that's
to that one.
Keemz, yeah, it's my
Freaking
favorite
out
one.
right now.
That's my favorite reference because I just relate to it so much. Is that what's going on right now?
I don't know, man. I don't even want to, like, I really, like, blocked myself from, like, a lot of stuff. I'm like, I don't know if, like, I just forget, but, like, I forget. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even purposely now. Like, I just try not to remember anything. And I've always been like that.
I mean,
Only
that's
like
good.
traumatic
That's good.
stuff
You-
or like
you
anything
know.
on your daily basis that you
What's
just
that?
forget. For like a traumatic, like a something big or just like
Everything,
everything.
man.
That I
Everything.
think that's just called bad memory, man.
Bad
That's
memory.
at this
But
point.
I mean, I had good memory, you know? Like, I did this whole master's thing. I remembered a lot of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Walk us through like a day in the life for you.
Yeah, life in
Keemz.
Keemz.
First, I want to hear like a weekday and I want to hear a weekend.
Oof.
So, like, weekdays?
Yeah, well, one
Kinda
weekday.
depends.
What do you do? Walk us through.
Like, I mean, let's say I'm training, like, whatever. Like, I'll wake up, like, sometimes 4 a.m. Dog.
Early.
Fucking dog. And
Oh, what time do you go to bed though to wake up at that time?
I don't know. It depends. Like, Keemz can literally operate off of anything. Like, he's a dog. But, like...
For him in third person.
Yeah, I love that.
Sometimes, like, I don't know, like, I'll go to... I want to go to bed at 10.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, sometimes that's 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. No
Sometimes
snooze.
you just don't go to sleep at all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it
Rough.
just depends, you know? But, like, whatever. I'll train some clients. I'll shoot some content. I'll prep my day. I eat. I love eating.
Do you eat healthy?
Yeah, for the majority. I think that's, like, the biggest thing, right? Your biggest tip is, like, eat the majority of your meals, like, healthy. Like, always do the same breakfast, same type of lunch, and, like, I'll switch dinners, you know? And, like, you'll be good always.
You cook yourself?
Depends, you know? Like, either, like, a meal prep service or, like, I'll cook myself if I freaking remember. But, like...
If you remember,
that's the thing,
there goes the
memory.
bad memory,
Fuck,
man.
I'm fucked.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot to
Oh,
cook
fuck,
today.
not this again. And I'll just get to it. Yeah, but, like, I mean, I enjoy, like, just anything, honestly. Like, I'll eat anything.
Okay, so keep going.
Keep going after you eat. Uh-huh.
So I'll eat.
Doesn't remember what he does it
What
one
did I
day.
do? What day it's like?
Then-
I don't know. Like, I'll eat. I'll shoot content. Get my workout in. Actually, no. I'll get my workout in and then shoot content. Because you always want to shoot, like, on a pump. Like, it's great.
That's a secret, guys.
Secret. Take notes.
Maybe that's what we should do. Work out before recording these.
But I mean, everything usually gets planned on Monday. Like, I always have Monday completely off. And, like, I'll plan out my whole week. And then, like, whatever's planned will get planned. But, like, if I fuck up Monday, fuck. The whole week's fucked.
Throws you off.
So what's your kind of, so that's a planning day for you.
Yeah.
What does that consist of?
So everything. Like,
Do you have a content calendar? Like what?
Yeah, so, like, I'll go to, like, my to-do list, and then, like, I'll check my calendars. I'll book in some of my clients. I'll book in my content times, my workout times. I'll try to write scripts. I'll try to organize shit, like, right now, like, with the branding. Like, I got the logos down. Like, I'm looking for, I already got, like, the people to make it. I just got to look for, like, the right counts of T-shirts and, like, fits and colors and combos.
Every single detail.
Yeah,
man.
I'm very, like, particular. I love fashion.
Do you post daily?
I try at least to post, like, 4 or 5 times a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know, it's tough. But, like, so, like, I had, like, a terabyte of, like just all my content, and it got wiped recently. So, like,
How?
I don't know. It's like, all right, so, like, I learned this, actually. So, like, there's 2 types of hard drives. There's, what's it called? I think it's called like one's a floppy disk one. Like it's just literally like a rotating like disc. And then the other one is like que se llama. It's like a SD card type of thing.
Okay.
Which those are the ones you want, because the floppy disk one basically like it cuts off a layer every single time. So at some point like they just fuck up on you. And they fucked up on me.
And you lost a lot of content?
Everything.
Oof.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. So then, like, I'm like, fuck it. I like stuff like that, though, because, like, once you activate Keemz, like, dog mode, like, he goes off.
It was
so,
a
like,
challenge.
Yeah, so, like, I started recording content, like, freaking insanely. And, like, five pieces a day, which is a lot. And then, like, I just saved it. And, like, you just record all that, and then, like, you just get ready to edit. So, like, whatever. Like, you just get it going. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
Do you have a specific influencer or content creator that inspires you?
I think my people's like we're just like always we're just always like fucking around. So like it's just like we literally like think of scenarios, and like we always create it. Like one of my clients, Emily, like we always like just fuck around like 24/7.
She does the same thing as you, like
Nah,
content creation?
she creates art, like
Okay.
fire art, today's hippie art. Like she has really good stuff. But like we'll have our session, we'll just like think of random scenarios, and like, yo man, like Carlos, you know, like we'll just randomly think about something, and we'll just create a random scenario. It's like, yo, you fall, then you come up, and then you fall again.
So you take notes on all of this,
Literally.
and then you put it all together.
Yeah,
as
so it's
a
like
skit.
all the people around you, like my energy is always good.
You pick
around
up
my
the
people.
inspos
Yeah,
from
so like
people.
you just
That's
gotta
cool.
surround yourself with like great people. So like
Creative people
yeah,
too, because not
Edwin,
everybody
my
can be
guy.
freaking creative.
Which is cool, because in part, you know, you kind of relate to those videos because they're realistic. They're not fake.
Exactly,
You know, they're based
exactly.
natural.
Like
And
the-
they're
the one-
supernatural, and it shows.
Yeah,
like
the
it can
video
portray it.
with Carlos is like when you see your gym bestie walking into the gym, and it's kind of like, oh shit, like at least for me, I hate
Yeah.
going to the gym alone. But when I see, you know, someone that I'm close to
know.
walking in, I'm like, yes. And that video portrayed it so
Yeah, that was
perfectly
a banger.
with, you know, like the comedy spin on it. Because
Yeah.
they hump the floor. They're like looking at each
vibe.
other, making
Yeah,
eye
yeah.
contact. The way you edit
Shit.
your videos really makes a difference.
Yeah, no, I think edit's huge. Like you can have a shitty video, and like they come out crazy. Like when I went to Colombia, I went with a couple of my boys, and like my other boy wasn't there yet that does all my videos. So I just got my other boy to shoot it, and like the dude doesn't fucking know anything about social media.
I hope he's not watching.
Yeah, now he's gonna see it. Fuck
He's
you,
not
bro.
getting a shout out. He ain't getting a shout out.
I ain't gonna say your name, but fuck you, bro. But nah, it came out
That's
fire
what happens
though.
when they don't
Like
do
the
it.
edits, like I feel like you can save anything with some fire edits.
Yeah,
you know?
the
So,
right
like,
music, the right edits.
Yo, it's insane. So like I fucking created art off of it, and like I love that shit. Like I be surprising the fuck out of myself every fucking time I edit. I be getting hyped. I'm like, woo! I'm like, fuck yeah.
I love that. It really be like that though. Because when I get
Yeah.
excited about Rio, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, every time she makes a cool edit, she sends it to me.
I
She's like,
get
"Check this
excited. Look
out,
at this.
Dude, it pisses me off when I fucking go crazy on some shit. I'm like, yo, is it gonna be a fucking burger?
Oh, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the fucking worst.
So what is your algorithm looking like right now?
Bro, it's like random as fuck. I think Instagram's like the only one that likes to fuck with you. Like Instagram will literally change shit all the fucking time. And it's like you can't fucking even find out. Like you just like, yo,
You just gotta hope for the best
fuck
when you
it.
post.
Just fucking go.
It's
Yeah.
like dating.
Yeah.
One of those weird relationships that
Instagram
you're
is
not
the
sure
best.
what's
Let's just
going
hope it
on. and
goes
you're just
good,
going
man.
with it.
Yeah,
Fingers
bro.
crossed.
Instagram, fuck Instagram sometimes.
Does that affect your collaborations when they ask for your numbers?
I mean, it depends because I mean they have access to your insights,
Mm-hmm.
so like they'll always see like what your videos do, like what your Instagram moves, and like everything. So like most people use what's it called, Grin, I think it's called. So like they'll have access to everything, which is fucking wild. I'm like, so they can hack me.
Yeah.
They can hack you.
I
feel
know
like
they
they
can't
can.
hack
I
you.
feel like they can,
But
They
they're
can
like
see.
looking at all your stats. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they can hack you.
Do you think you have more pull as a guy influencer?
Nah.
No.
I feel like
you think
no,
girls and guys are on the
women
same?
can fucking do anything in this world.
Yeah.
Women
Especially
can do
because
anything.
because it's sex. Sex sells. Like
Yeah.
us women, like it's just show ass and that's it.
Like I can't.
So we
show
have-
I mean,
that.
he's always
We have
shirtless.
that. Yeah, but we
It's not
still
the
have
same.
more advantage than guys.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's fucking insane. But I mean, it works, and shout out that. But like, I think like the highest guy and the highest girl, it's like the guy's never gonna ever be next to them.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
I feel like women can dominate anything as they should.
Would
So,
you say that your collab posts with girls do better than the ones with guys?
Depends who, you know. But I mean, anytime like I've ever posted like with women, like I feel like it always does better. I don't know why.
Well,
but-
you guys are at the gym and
Yeah,
girls at the
she's
gym are
dressed
hot,
like
you know?
yeah. And a little gym fit.
And like we talked about earlier, the way you edit it makes them look very, you know, like, damn, I wish I looked like that at the gym.
No, and his freaking camera quality
Yeah,
is A1 too.
Yeah, I think
You're doing it right.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of like, because what I've noticed is men keep Instagram alive, right? So men support women, like in terms of like, what's the word, engagement, but men also support men in terms of engagement, and like sexually regardless, right? So like the biggest, like if you look at anyone's like biggest numbers with like, let's say OnlyFans or any of them, like
It's just guys.
it's always guys,
Yeah,
regardless
it's
of what
guys.
gender it is. Like
Have you considered being on OnlyFans?
so many times, bro.
Really?
Like, I don't know. I don't know what holds me back, but like
I mean, because you could do. It doesn't have to be only sexual. Like it could be
You at the gym
like
shirtless.
fitness stuff, like
Oh.
training, man.
When you remember to cook.
I don't know what it's kind of like.
reps.
It's kind of like when I was getting into like the doctorate and like having tattoos. Like it could stop you, it could help you, it could
Yeah.
be weird,
It could
but
be
like,
weird.
but I don't know.
And
It's
they're doing it under a
different.
different name.
Yeah.
But then, like, people who do shit like that in different name, how are you gonna market it?
No, there's ways. There's
There's
a lot. I know
ways.
so many people doing that. Like,
But how would you market
so
it?
they go through a different marketing team. Like, there's people that specialize in doing that. It's like kind of like the modern day pimp, you know?
Oh yeah, you got like your
Yeah.
agent. Yeah.
And they move like a bunch of girls, and like it's insane.
Damn.
Yeah, I have heard of that. That's
But I mean, it's a
fucking
great
insane.
business. I don't know. Like
I mean, you're self-made and you're getting the help that you need to
yeah.
make it.
I mean, I have all those connections to do it too, but it's like
Shout out to Beep.
you can't shout them out.
Shout out to Pete.
But like, nah. Oh, most of those people are like low key.
Yeah.
They don't want to. Like,
I feel like you don't
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
about
yeah.
them.
You
like,
don't.
I feel like
You don't
we
want
would
to.
have known
It's
about
like-
them at this
yeah.
point, but if you're
It's
not,
kind of like an underground type of like he
Well,
said, like pimp, like a.
that's
career.
also like I recently, you know, after college when my friends started moving out into, you know, Brickell and Edgewater and, you know, the building life, that's when I realized how big the porn industry in Miami
yeah.
really is. I didn't know it was. I mean, you don't really think about these things like, oh, where is it produced? Is it a studio? Is it an apartment? And the
It's
fact that it's
anywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was looking online the other day. I've been applying for jobs and I found this like weird company
And
with
I'm like,
a weird name.
where's she going with this?
Yeah, because I'm always in the clouds, you know. I'm one of these people that's like, ah. And I started reading the job description and it was like, oh, adult content
Entertainment.
creation, entertainment. I'm like, oh my gosh, like maybe it's like, you know, rated R music videos and like shit like that. And I researched the company and they had a different name for the porn company based here in Miami. They basically have a production team of like 7 producers, videographers, and they go around apartments that are rented specifically for these things.
That's crazy.
And it's huge and the pay is great. It was like $80,000 a year.
Girl, did you apply?
No.
Bro, why not?
I would get so nervous.
Bro, you'll be like getting
wait, so
in there.
what's your
Like the
name?
camera guy with his toes, just
true.
getting in there.
That was about.
I have
But
a
it's-
friend,
it's
like
a
a
thing.
past co-worker for one of my like past jobs, and that's what he does now. He does like
Yeah.
shoots for like the porn.
Yeah,
industry
and they
in
have
Miami.
a full production team
yeah.
with health insurance and everything.
Damn, health
401k.
insurance too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But imagine telling my mom that. Like, hey,
Bro, you
encontré
just-
trabajo.
You do videos. It's not like you're coming out on the video.
I know.
Listen, your mom's gonna be happy with whatever job you get as long as you have a full
Let
time
me see
with
some of your
medical
work.
insurance.
It's like,
Like,
pull it up on the
If
screen.
listen,
Yeah.
if I can't find a job,
I'll show you what I did. Look at the
It's
video.
great. I did that.
I think
I got that angle.
I you know what I would consider? I would consider working like one-on-one with maybe someone that has an OnlyFans. But a full production to that
Listen,
extent.
all you have to do is pitch yourself. Like he said, money is everywhere here in
Yeah.
Miami. It's just about who you know,
Yeah.
where to look, and pitching yourself. Like that's what it is.
Would you ever date a porn star?
Yeah,
Ever date a porn star?
or an OnlyFans star.
Yeah. But like, you know,
I mean, it
rated R.
depends on like her soul.
Rated
You
R.
feel me? Like, I'm really into like souls. Like,
Souls,
yeah,
energies.
energies for sure.
But would you be
I can see
comfortable
that.
with her getting down and dirty
With someone
on
else.
OnlyFans and getting requests? Like sometimes these requests are a little weird.
Yeah.
And her doing all that shit. Imagine
mean-
one day the request she gets is like, I want to see you do this with your man. Da, 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 da. Would you be down for it?
And you love this person.
Would
like
you be
their
down?
energy.
Because her soul is that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if like her energy's right and like, I don't know, like I wouldn't like I don't know if I could do like that open shit where it's like
Yeah.
her hitting everyone, you know, like
Would you watch her content?
Would I watch her content?
Yeah, would you watch her content?
I'll record their content.
You'll record her content, okay.
But no, I don't know.
Would you
like,
edit it or send it to Fiverr?
I don't think Fiverr does that.
Whoever gets that video to edit, they'll be like, whoa,
No.
Free work.
yeah, this is great.
What the fuck, dude? It's like gonna be like some 10-year-old, like freaking out, like fuck.
Like that 13-year-old
Yeah,
that
it's
sold
like
it
in
for
a different country. He's
$2,000.
like, fuck.
It's probably illegal over there, if anything.
You're just going to jail. You just fucking send him to prison. Nah, I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, I'll probably, like, if she's the dope person, you know, her energy's right. I'm down for, like, whatever makes her happy. But, like, if it's, like, respecting boundaries, like, like she can do whatever the fuck she wants. But, like, to me, it's like a non-negotiable, like, it's a fucking cheat, you know? Like, that's weird.
There's a difference.
So you'll consider that cheating if she's
If
getting.
she's hooking up with people.
What if it's just her on camera, but she's
It's
still
work.
communicating with these guys for the requests?
And she even lets you be there.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really know. Like, I'm just very passive. Like, I don't give a fuck about anything. I don't know.
But just think about that situation. You think you wouldn't care?
I don't really care about a lot, but like, I don't know.
Because
I
there'll
guess
be
I have to
other
be in that
men that you'll be walking down the street with this girl, and you'll be like, "Wow, that guy probably saw her butt naked," and then
I wouldn't
like,
care about that.
you don't care.
Yeah, that's weird. Like,
You don't care. It's weird.
no, I don't care. Like, I think it's weird for people
Yeah.
to care what people do with their bodies.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad weird. Like, if someone wants to do something, like,
Yeah,
do
might as well.
something. You know?
You know, before we end, now that you say like we shouldn't care what we do with our bodies, I wanted to end on you have several tattoos.
Word.
Tell us a little bit about them.
Fuck. All right.
Yes, so he has a
Dreams
lot.
Foundation.
You can't go through all
Dream
of them.
Foundation. At least he knows what side it's on now.
Yeah,
So I
we
got
do them.
Icarus here.
You got what?
Icarus. You guys ever heard of Icarus?
No, what is
No.
that?
Oh man, Icarus is a dog. So like, oh, fuck, what was the story? Icarus is a dog. So basically, not an actual dog, but a fucking dog. So Icarus was the son of Deadliest, right? Deadliest was like this dope inventor from back in the day, like just created whatever the hell he wanted. I forgot who it was, but he basically got hired orchestra to commission some type of like toys for the kids or whatever. So whatever, he's creating all these cool ass toys. He's like, yo, this dude's a fucking animal. He's doing the best shit. Like no one's touching this dude's work and whatever. And then his wife was doing something like, yo, I need you to put me inside of a fake bull because I'm trying to get pregnant by this other like bull, like half bull, like some type of bull, right? So whatever, he's like, all right, for sure, I'll do this for you. So created like this bull, right? And then like the bull had fucked her, right? And then
Wait, is this like Greek mythology?
Greek
Okay, it's Greek mythology.
This is
okay.
deep.
So then they
Yeah, it's
created
deep.
like half human, half fucking bull, right? Like there's some weird shit going on. So then like the husband's like, yo.
Is this the devil?
Huh?
Is this
No,
the
it's not
devil?
Hades.
Oh, man. So, like, he's like, yo, what the fuck? You got my bitch out here fucking a bull. What the fuck? You and your son to the top of the fucking highest fucking, I don't even know what it was. Some type of, like, infrastructure that just, like, they're stuck for eternity, right? So, whatever. Like, every day, like, they would bring in food with, like, these candle waxes, and they would just stay there all day. And then, you know, Icarus that being the dog he was like, you know what? I ain't gonna stay here for long. So he got the wax from like the candles, right? And then he got the feathers from like the birds that would pass by. And then he started creating wings, right? So he created wings for himself. He created wings for his kid Icarus. And he said right before like they left, he's like, yo, Icarus, before you leave, bro, 2 rules. Don't get too high to the sky, because the heat of the sun will melt the wax and you'll fall into this crazy fucking river that'll kill you. And then he's like, but don't go too low into the water because the water will dampen up your wings and they'll fucking suck you in and kill you too. So he's like, just stay in the middle. So whatever. And he's like, all right, bro, it's easy money. So the dude fucking jumps off. They're flying. They're enjoying it, right? Having a good time. The motherfucker got a little too greedy, went too high to the sky. He's like, yo, this is fucking fire. Nah, I'm gonna get higher. Kept going higher. And then the heat melted him And this is him falling, right? So like the wings melting and him going down to the ground.
Okay.
So like it's just like always a reminder of
That you can't get too high.
yeah, never get too high, but never let like your lowest lows in life like dictate who you are. And then like I made it like I made it a thing to make sure it's on the left side. Because it's right between my heart and my mind, right? And like, I think I always like battle between that, because like I always want the best for people, and like I'm like fuck, like nah, like I can't do people like that, and like some people don't deserve the best of you, you know. So like it's always like make sure you're balanced, you know, like don't make dumb decisions, but still care for people, because like I think my heart gets in the way of like a lot of things, into like making sure people are better, or like better position than I am, you know. It's like I'm always a giver. I've always been a giver.
Love that.
Yeah, me too.
Very deep. Is that the most meaningful tattoo you have on you? You have a few that are very meaningful.
Yeah, they're all pretty meaningful, but like that was like one of my first ones that I got.
Okay.
And like
Did it hurt?
the neck? Yeah, so the first hour, like I'm like, yo, it's just fucking light. Like I got this one, nothing chilling happened. First hour, I'm like,
I mean, it's very
chilling.
detailed.
Yeah.
But then,
that's
like, bro, like the next 2 hours, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Stabbing me with a knife right now? What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, I'm dying. Like, my head's like on the fucking thing. I'm like, bro, fucking help me right now, dog. What the fuck? He's like, Bobby, like, I haven't even finished the wing yet. I'm like, fuck, bro. Come on, dog. And, like, shout out to him, Ale. Like, he's a fucking dog. Like, he stood with me through that. Held my hand and everything.
Has he done all your tattoos?
He's done most of them, yeah. He's done
How many do you have?
I got the Buddha, I got the angel wing, I got the creation of Adam, I got Socrates, I got tiger eyes.
You're not keeping.
So more than
It's a
5?
lot.
For sure, more
Sure.
than
Yeah,
And I'm gonna do my
Everywhere.
whole body. Like I'm starting right now, finish up these pieces, and then like I'm probably gonna hit my whole leg. I'm gonna fucking blast my neck.
everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my back. Like I'm gonna hit everything. It's gonna be crazy.
Brave.
Vibes.
Yo, that shit's painful.
Shout out to
You have
you.
little
Shout out to me. Shout out
chickens,
to Keemz.
Yeah.
and they hurt.
I mean, if you ever want to get our logo, feel free to reach out to us.
and you
We'll
have a
send
little
you
space,
It's a little
sponsor
filler.
a little filling.
How much
maybe
you
like
talking
a
about?
like a
How
QR
much you
code.
talking about?
I'll do anything for the right.
Well, you can get the
Love that.
QR code that leads to this episode,
Right.
so that people can understand what
Watch my
your
episode,
tattoos are.
baby.
All right, so Keemz, to wrap it up, if there's one advice you can give, like a life advice to our viewers, to whoever is listening, what would it be? Like, could be the biggest advice, best advice you've ever received?
There's just one quote.
All right, what is it?
So this is it's a quote by Winston Churchill, right? It says, "We make a life by what we give." No. Fuck me. Man.
Just
It's the
read
memory.
the quote. It's the memory.
It's
Just
the
read
memory.
Just read the damn quote.
Make a living. So it's this Winston Churchill quote. It says, "We make a life." Fuck.
Just read it.
Okay, I got it. I don't know how to read.
Take
That's my
3.
problem. I didn't want to admit this, but fuck it, okay? I don't know how to read.
Has a master's.
The masters can't read. Fuck. It says, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Oh. So, like, I think a lot of people out here just don't give enough, you know? Like, always give good energy. Always be you. Always love. Like, I think that's the most important thing. Like, people can read energies, you know? So always be genuine with yourself. Always do what's best for you, but, like, never neglect the world, you know? Because it's the world we live in.
I love that. I feel like people could be really selfish
Do you have that tatted anywhere?
So, no, I'm kidding.
soon.
I love it. It's really
Yeah, it's
it's
deep.
true, and it's
Kinda
one of
good.
those quotes that really resonates with at least the
life.
humans that care about this earth. And there's a lot of bad things going on around the world, and we need more good and more people that are grounded and believe that way.
Facts, bro. People gotta match their energies with you know what it is though? Like, people don't understand their soul, because I feel everyone in this world has a great soul, but it's like the meat locker they're in, right? The body, the temptation. It's not in alignment with who they
temptation.
are and their minds. So like, they really forget who they really are, and like they let everything else like take control. Like, they're too blind.
Deep.
Damn,
as fuck.
that's a good way to end this.
Right. To wrap it all up, Keemz, thank you for joining us today.
yes.
Whoever wants to follow you, find you, where can they find you?
Yo, shout out Keemz Alberio.
Spell it out for our listeners.
KEemzAlberio.
There
That's
you
his
go.
radio
We got
voice.
it.
What's that?
Radio voice.
Can I make it?
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in today to this episode. Don't forget to leave some comments, rate, follow us on Instagram, on TikTok.
Help our algorithm.
Yes, please. And we shall see you next Hub Day.
Bye.
Bye.